bit tense.
Yeah. We've got an eyewitness him, so I'm able to handle it.
Tell me a bit about this man.
He was punching me with his fist and he broke my ears. The greenhouse will go in, you see that?
How many times do you think he raped you?
Almost all my life.
What type of people do you usually target?
Women.
Women?
Once you point a gun at her, easily she gives him.
Come, put it out. Out it.
You will explain everything to the police. Put your hands here.
I'd arrived in Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, 100 miles off Australia's northern tip. This place is regularly voted the worst place in the world to live, with one of the highest rape and sexual violence rates in the world. Perpetrators are rarely prosecuted, but some victims are taking a stand.
Leah
has taken the action to put a restraining order against the husband. He's basically been abusing her for 7 or so years. Hopefully this is the end for you.
Yeah, to end violence.
Tell me a bit about this man.
2 weeks before I went into my labor, he beaten me at my workplace.
How badly?
Yeah, I had black eyes. He was punching me with his fist and he broke my ears. I bleed with my eyes. There was a blood clot formed in this side of my eye.
You know, now it's time to show him that this is not okay, and today is the day.
I don't want my children to grow in this violent life. I got to end the violence now. And I got to tell my son and daughter that violence against women is not accepted. The greenhouse will go in. You see the greenhouse? That's the uncle's house.
Does he know we're coming?
No.
It's going to be a surprise. There's a lot of his family around here, and I'm guessing they're not going to be very happy. So I don't know where this is going to go. That's his mum.
Yeah.
Hello, come.
Leah's husband isn't at home, but his mother can legally sign the restraining order on his behalf. It must be very difficult to have to do this.
Yes, it is, but I got to do it.
Yeah, well done. Well done for being strong.
I have tears in my eyes.
Shows you how difficult it is to do something like this. You know, this is this lady's family. She's got kids with this guy. And you have to basically go up against people you've known for years. What do you think of her bringing the police here?
As a female, I think that's good.
It's good that you...
Yes, it's good. The majority of the men, they have this mentality where they think women must be just right underneath their feet.
Like Leah, 2 out of 3 women here will suffer abuse or violence in their lifetime. How big is the problem, and how many cases have you seen this year?
From January to May, we have about 6,000 cases. And those cases are the ones that are reported. And unreported, try and imagine.
Why are so many women being abused?
It's a normal thing, you know. To any man in Papua New Guinea, it's a normal practice.
To hit your partner, your girlfriend, your wife?
Yes.
I've been told some of the worst perpetrators are the rascals here. That's the local name for criminals or gangs. And I've been told quite often they use rape as gang initiation for new members. They've agreed to meet me, hopefully.
You're fixed, you have to do it.
There's about 7 guys there, all considerably larger than me. Let's meet the rascals. These are the leaders of the 13 Casino Rascal Gang. They're notorious for robbing and raping. And amazingly, they don't care about showing their faces on camera. So is this where we're speaking inside?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This is the way we're going to go in there.
To win their trust, I had to try betel nut, a psychoactive drug used all over Papua New Guinea. Chew the whole thing?
Yeah, chew the whole thing.
Doesn't necessarily taste very nice.
As you chew, you just
Oh, it's red.
It's red. It's quite red.
I've just got to say I am most definitely feeling different. Sweating quite a lot.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
What does that? It's
Yeah,
it's quite. How long does it usually last for? Like
about 30 minutes.
that is the cutest gun pouch I've ever seen, and that is very small. So is this literally just it's a piece of pipe?
Yeah, it's just a piece of pipe.
Has everybody here taken a life?
Yeah, yeah. It's a normal hobby that we do, and like we don't regret for what we do.
With the betel nut coursing through me, I was feeling brave enough to ask some tricky questions. I heard in some gangs in Papua New Guinea, as an initiation thing, some young men have to have sex with a woman, kind of like rape a woman. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
How normal is that?
It's normal. I mean, being part of the gang, like we normally do like gang rapes. Yeah.
Is that necessary? You know, do you have to do that?
No, it's not really necessary for us to do that. Accidentally, these things can happen when we're at the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's quite hard to get my head around. Being told that in Papua New Guinea it's reasonably common to occasionally belt your wife to make sure she's... Have you belted your wife before?
Oh yes, often. When we see that things are not right, I mean, it's part of the tradition that we must belt our wives to make sure that she must follow or live to the standard of living that we have.
Like what is a belting?
It's like you bash your wife up. Yeah.
Like punch?
You punch. We use a fist or even we use any object with rubber or iron, metal, anything. Normally you use knife to stop it, to make it to, you know, listen to you. Or you can put a gun.
Have you actually shot her in the leg?
No, I almost
nearly did.
Shot it between her legs.
Really? I mean, do you love your wives?
Yeah, of course, yeah, we love our wives, but we want our wives to listen to us and do exactly what we tell them to do. Not to do things on their own. They must get permission from us.
You mustn't love her. You know, if you kind of love your wife, why would you belt her up, you know?
I mean, you tell her something and she doesn't listen to you.
Do you feel like you're bad people?
No, we are not that bad. We are good people.
We are survivors, not criminals. We are survivors.
Carjacking is their biggest moneymaker. What type of people do you usually target?
Women.
Women, easy prey.
There's no need for us to struggle. Once you point a gun at her, easily she gives in.
Hello, and I'm Ben.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you. Are you the victim today? Are you the car driver? All right, fantastic. Are you excited?
I'll try.
All right. I'll follow you guys. Follow your lead. They're demonstrating to me how they rob women who they consider very easy targets of their cars. We have a gunman, we have a machete wielder, and then we have a driver. I mean, it's all fun and games now, but it's obviously absolutely terrifying if you're involved in something like this, and it could end up with you losing your life very easily.
Ready?
Is this the car?
Yes.
The car is coming.
That's a car. Come.
Oh, God. Come on,
Out it.
That is quite... How...
I'm really shocked.
Did you get this woman? Are you okay?
It's really shocking, honestly. It's really shocking.
You're quite scared?
It's really like real.
They said that they target women, like, exclusively. Have you had something like this, happen to you?
Yeah, I did before once when I was driving.
Is it scary being a lady in Papua New Guinea because things like this happen?
Yes, it is.
That was pretty terrifying. Yeah, that was so fast.
Yeah. When we get a vehicle, we don't waste time.
Come here, Alex. Alex, come here, man. was quite the experience. You know, it's all about being strong, being in control. If your wife doesn't listen to you, you punch her in the face, otherwise you're not a man. And that is depressing. In the face of so much male violence, it felt like women in Port Moresby were constantly under threat. But there is help. Safe houses have been set up around the city, where women can seek refuge from abuse. I was meeting Susan. She's been staying at this safe house for the last 2 months.
I mean, does it make you sad so many women go through the same thing?
So many. It's all of the Papua New Guinea women.
You honestly think nearly all women go through?
Yeah, because most of them, you know, they're just staying there. They don't want to come out. They just stay there.
How long was he abusive for?
We've been married since 2000. And then all these years, through 2018, he's been abusing me.
What exactly was he doing to you?
He just cut my hand. See here?
Really?
Yeah, 35 stitch.
So you slashed it?
One time he chased me and I ran. I jumped off the window. This leg has been broken. This one came at the back and the heel went to the front. Like it's turning around, full revolution.
How many times do you think he raped you?
Almost all my life. Almost all my life since we've got married.
Did his family ever say anything to him?
No.
To stop him?
No, they're afraid of him.
Everyone's afraid of him?
If they want to say something, you just get up and say, shut up, don't talk, that's my property.
He'd actually say that's my property about you?
As if he owns it, yeah.
Sounds like the devil.
Yeah.
And it seems like one of the problems is that is culture, because people use it as an excuse.
Yeah. When you're talking about culture and custom, most of the women are hurting themselves. Like they're in a cage, you see. There's nobody to help them out.
What are you planning to do now that you're at the safe house?
Going back to my village, stay with my parents, find a decent job, look after my kids and just live a normal life, like everybody, free life, free from violence and abuse and all these things.
I really hope. Yeah, I really hope that you get it.
I hope so.
This is one of our clients. She's 69 years old.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, so she's Marissa. Because she's 69 years old, safe house, we don't keep women over that age. It's not a nursing home. It's not an old people's home, so we can't keep her. And so I've explained all of that to her, Marissa. So she's leaving today. She had her son-in-law. Her son-in-law was really violent, just physically abusing her, beating her up. So,
do you know,
yeah.
Why was he doing that?
He wants to have sex with me.
He wanted to have sex with you?
Yeah. Not only having sex with her, he's abusing her every day, belting her up, yeah.
Or are you scared?
I'm scared to go around because he's everywhere looking for me.
Is he looking for you now?
Yeah. He's out there with knife. With knife.
Were you saying that he was abusive not just to you, but to other members of the family?
Yeah. The daughter is the wife.
So
My daughter. And I have two boo-boos, two granddaughters. One is 18 and one is 16.
And he was abusive to everyone?
He's having sex with the daughter. The daughter disobeys him. I went to my two boo-boos. I also want to see my niece. Please take my two granddaughters and go away.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Yeah,
I really hope
okay.
you.
They're taking her to a safe place today. Our relatives home.
Right. Yeah, I don't really know how to react to this. Like, it feels like they're kind of sending this old woman to her death. She's terrified of this guy who's not only been torturing her, but he's been torturing the rest of the family as well. And here lies the problem, is that these safe houses can protect women for so long, but there is always a point that they're going to have to go back. And in this case, she is literally going back to hell.
It was only 5 years ago that Papua New Guinea passed the Family Protection Act, making family violence a crime, punishable by up to 2 years in prison or a fine of $2,000 US. It's given hope to women like Janet. Her husband allegedly beat her 3 days ago, giving her a black eye, so she fled her home.
Hello, nice to meet you. This is Janet. She's one of our complainants. Yeah.
I had to run away and leave my baby behind. And I'm here for the Lord to assist me and bring back that child.
Man is always the head of everything. He makes the decision, he takes, he's in control of the economy of the family and everything else. So he decides for the family. So this is the culture that we have in Papua New Guinea. It's very strong. It's been inherited from generation to generation to generation.
Quite shocking, isn't it? It says my husband was punching my head so many times. How often was he doing this?
It's been 4 years now. Every day, we never rest.
Hearing the police were after him, Janet's husband arrives.
So this guy behind me is Janet's husband. He's turned up to the police station. So I was speaking with Janet. She was saying you've been quite physical to her, violent.
No, I'm not. I'm a professional. I'm a teacher. I don't do such things like that. But
because she has a black eye.
She slapped me. That's what I started. Only a punch to her face. My wife, she has an attitude problem.
But when you say she has an attitude problem, do you just mean she doesn't do entirely what you want her to do?
Yeah.
That's how you treat like a dog if you're a bad owner. She's like a human being, isn't she? I mean,
like I said.
Because maybe she doesn't want to do what you say. That's what I don't get. I mean, I understand. You're a man.
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
Like
You tell him who I am.
Sorry, this is my uncle.
Okay.
So,
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's the one not a problem.
She cannot do manual work, cannot clean clothes, cannot even attend, he cannot even breastfeed. She relies on a bottle feed. I know it, it's not aggression. But you push a person to a limit, it's going to
That's why you provoke the person.
No. Mister, listen, I'm telling you, she is not capable of listening and taking advice. Don't look at him as the wrong person. Look at her as the wrong person. He is not a criminal, he's not an offender.
I mean, I'm giving him an opportunity to talk.
Enough. He's spoken already. You heard him. You are asking him to repeat over and over again.
What are you angriest about?
Sorry. When a woman caused a problem here, we have a custom here. So I have a family support.
Okay. You'll explain everything to the court. Put your hands here. All right. Okay. I'm arresting you now?
No.
Billy? Willie? I'm arresting you, okay? Okay.
We don't give a story blooming. No, that cannot be.
Well, I'm already
I'm a
arresting you.
professional person. I
Yes.
can't. No.
Well, you are
What did I do?
professional.
No.
You'll explain to the court.
No.
Okay.
What did I do? I didn't do anything. Come on.
All right.
You cannot arrest me like that.
All right.
No, I didn't assault you. Say, I'm not a criminal here. Come on. I'm a teacher.
Janet's husband is charged with domestic violence and is facing a weekend in the city jail until he can make bail on Monday.
The horrible thing is that, Janet still has kids with this guy. He's going to have to be in her life to some degree. That's clearly what she's worried about, and I can understand it. He is potentially going to face justice, but, a lot of the damage is already done. She's already been beaten up, her kids have already saw it, and it's just sad that there are so many people like this in Papua New Guinea.
Janet later dropped all charges when she was reunited with her kids. My time in Port Moresby was coming to an end, but I still didn't fully understand how so many men could treat women like this. My final stop was the biggest jail in the country, Bomana Prison, on the outskirts of the city.
I feel like they've let us into the most beautiful prison in Papua New Guinea. It's pretty well kept. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is not exactly what I expected when I thought of a prison in Port Moresby. It looks like a summer camp as opposed to a correctional facility. Very nice to meet you.
My name is John.
My name is Benjamin.
This is the minimum security and most presentable side of the prison, where juveniles are held. I arrived during the weekly yoga class, aimed at teaching the inmates new skills.
Where does the yoga take place? Is those guys? It's a lot of people, isn't it?
As most of them are under 18, we weren't allowed to show their faces on camera. But I wanted to know what they were in for.
So you got sodomy, suspected of rape, suspected of rape, suspected of rape, suspected of rape, murder, rape, stealing, murder, stealing, rape, penetration, marijuana, rape.
So 12 of them is, out of 27, 12 is sexual offense case.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot of people, isn't it?
Yep.
Do you know the ages of the people convicted of rape?
Oh, yes.
I mean, accused. How old are they?
Ranging from 13 years to 18 years.
13?
13 years. The youngest here now is 13 years.
So depressing. How long can you actually get in jail for raping somebody?
The limit is like 5 years and below. The highest term of the juvenile saving here is 2 years.
2 years, okay. That's really short, isn't it? It's very
short, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wondering how common rape is here, out of the 27 juveniles that they've got in this correctional facility, 12 of them are being accused of some form of rape, and the youngest one is 13 years old. And that is just insane.
It seemed like the culture of abuse and violence against women was getting handed down from generation to generation. On the other side of the prison was the maximum security section. The guards had an inmate they wanted me to meet.
I imagine it's going to be a not very nice conversation. How you doing? I'm Ben.
This is Ruben, and he's been sentenced to 12 years in jail.
Can you tell me why you're here?
I'm Lilik Maria, 10 years. So only talk was a warablo me I'm stop inside. Na Miriam feeling pain.
So she was 10. How old were you?
39.
I mean, that is definitely rape, isn't it? You know, she can't consent if she's 10 years old. I mean, it also, yeah. I mean, you are a rapist.
I'm not. I'm not rape.
What do you think rape is?
Meaning rape is you put in knife man. You put in knife very less. You put in knife you treat any mem you carry mem go less lo rausi one you yet by you rausi na this like meaning
I mean, it is rape because she's 10, you're 40 years old. She's a child, you're an adult. She doesn't even know what she's doing.
Because ino strong blomi go for him mo se mista blouse blomi name yet come na talk was him. Yeah, and by me working was him.
You've done something very wrong. You've probably ruined a 10-year-old girl's life. I've been here for a few days at this point, and I am massively overwhelmed. Pretty much every single woman I've spoken to has got a story of being beaten or raped. I've spoken to so many men who think that raping women is okay, beating women is okay, and this just takes it to another level. It just seems there needs to be education on what is acceptable and how to treat women, and more people like that need to be sent down for a very long time.